Wendy. How are you today?
I am doing well, Jennifer. How are you today on this rainy Wednesday?
Yeah, you just got to do extra stuff to keep the energy levels up. But I'm doing good, very productive, staying busy.
Okay, cool.
So,
Yeah, me
yeah,
too. Me too.
we have Wendy Sellars here today, and we're going to talk about empowerment. Wendy, what can you tell us about what you do to empower people?
Um, as I call myself a community advocate, I work with a lot of our community members. And I think the number one thing to empower people is to make sure that they have knowledge about particular topics that they're interested in. Whether that's, I'm a law enforcement officer, I'm an adult probation and parole officer. Whether or
Fascinating.
not yeah. See, there you go. You didn't know that either.
I had no idea.
Yes, ma'am. But just knowledge and resources about anything that they're interested in. I think that's how you empower people, is making sure that they have knowledge about any topic that they're
Whatever
interested
they
in.
feel like they might be apprehensive about. Like we were just talking backstage, and I had said something about empowerment in terms of real estate, right? Because a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
are overwhelmed and they don't know where to start. But when you get in front
Right.
of them and you just start talking about the process and say, look, I'm here to help guide you, you watch their face go from completely paralyzed and scared to like, I'm really excited about it. Let's do this.
Exactly. And the people that I work with or come in contact with, that's the number one thing. People are afraid of the unknown.
They are.
If they don't have, if they don't have a lot of I guess information about a particular topic, or they don't have a lot of experience in whatever it is, of course people are going to be apprehensive and they're going to be, a little scared and because they just don't
100%.
know. But once they get that information and you can show them step by step, this is how you get to where you want to be, and they finally see that, wow, what I thought was difficult or
Oh, yeah.
unattainable, they can get it done on their own.
Absolutely. I
Mhm.
couldn't agree with you more. No matter what it
Mhm.
is that's keeping them on the fence, once you open up their eyes or peel back the curtain, for lack of a better word, their
Mhm.
eyes are just like, oh my gosh, I can do this. And it is
Exactly.
empowering. So
Exactly.
you work with it, credit, correct?
I do. My full-time job, like I said, is a probation and parole officer. But I was actually looking for something that I can do because I am nearing retirement.
Wow.
Yay. I was looking for something that I can do when I retire from the
Okay.
state of North Carolina.
So how
So
did you stumble upon credit from being a probation officer? That's interesting.
that's the thing. Um, I actually, in my own personal life, had some credit issues that
Sure.
I wanted to address for myself. And I've always seen, credit agencies that are out there who, talk about fixing your credit. But I was like, I want to know not just how to fix my credit, but how to
Oh,
keep my credit on track. And I
right.
found a young lady, matter of fact, through Instagram. Her name is Diana Clayton, and she was a agent for financial education services.
Okay.
So I contacted her and, kind of wanted to learn about, financial literacy and credit repair and budgeting and all of those needed topics that people need to know to be able to keep their credit on track.
So not just
So
to
as
get it where it needs to be, but also to
ex-
maintain. That's
most
fantastic.
definitely, right. Because I found myself, in this situation before,
Sure.
just overextending myself and, not knowing terms and percentage rates and just different things like that that kind of got me into a hole that I didn't want to be in. And as like I said, being at a retirement age, I wanted to make sure that I can get these things taken care of myself.
Absolutely.
So she kind of told me about credit and actually said, well, Wendy, if you can also be the catalyst for other people
Be
to
the
be able to
voice.
fix their credit
Yeah.
also. Yes,
What better
ma'am.
person than someone who's been there before, right? So you can
Exactly.
relate. That's
Exactly.
fantastic.
Yes,
Awesome.
ma'am.
Awesome. How long have you been doing this now?
I've been doing it about 4 months now.
Wow.
And
Okay.
like I said, I'm on that credit repair journey myself. I've seen great results so far. Not where I want to be, but I can see the progression, because I personally want to be in that
Right.
800 plus club. So
Yay. All right. What's
yeah,
your
yeah.
motivational quote, or what's your success story, or your personal philosophy that keeps you going? Everyone has one.
Um, I would say that the thing that motivates me the most and the thing that keeps me going and moving forward are my children.
Oh, wow.
Because as a parent, we always want our children to be or to know more than we do.
We do. Yeah.
Right. So that's what keeps me always learning and finding out different information, because what I find out, of course, I'm going to pass along to my
Right.
children so they can be that much further than
Empower
I
them.
was. Most
Absolutely.
definitely. Most
Absolutely.
definitely.
And I
So
think people
yeah.
are afraid of this subject too. People want to stay away from the unknown and they're afraid to get off the fence. How do you handle those objectives when someone's just simply scared to find out the truth?
I think the biggest thing that you have to get across to people is, what's your why? When you decided to make a move or to do something different, why did you make that decision?
Right.
It
That's a
had to
great
be
point.
it had to be a driving force that got you to the point of saying, I got to do something different. I got to
Right.
change this. So if you always keep your why in the forefront, then that's going to always keep you motivated and keep you moving forward.
What great advice. Anything else you want to say to people that are just not too sure they even want to go down that road? How can we dig up what is the why, and how can we encourage more people to just reach out?
Right. Well,
Anyone can do it.
yes, most definitely. I always tell people, find what you want to do in life, and it doesn't have to be this big, grandiose,
Right.
idea. It could be just something simple. You want to volunteer at the food bank, or, you want to, just help somebody down the street with, an issue that they're dealing with. It's just take that first step and make sure that, that you follow through, because there are so many things out here in our community right now that needs addressing.
Oh gosh, yes,
Yes, most
absolutely.
definitely. And for me, I know growing up, I did not have a lot of financial literacy taught in school, taught in my
It's so
home.
true. There's nothing in school that teaches us this
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing. And we
I
really,
grew up,
we
I
really should
grew up,
have this knowledge.
right. I grew up in the generation where, your grandparents put their money under the mattress.
True,
So,
yeah.
but you have to know how to deal with your finances, how to deal with income and retirement and credit, because everybody has to deal with credit, and some people have
We
good
really
credit,
do.
some people don't have good credit. But just know that there are tools out here to help you if you do not have good credit, and financial education services is one of those tools that can definitely help you with that.
I think it's phenomenal. How do people get in touch with you if they want to get started, or if they just have a question to get off the fence?
I have a Facebook page, which is called Empower Credit Management Services. You can look that up on Facebook. I also have a email address, which is Empowerment Financial C. What? Hold on, I wrote it down. Empower Credit MS@outlook.com.
We
So
can
that's
add that down in the comments too, so people can have the actual spelling of it.
okay. Okay, great. I will
And
do
we'll
that.
tag your page also.
Okay, I sure will. But yeah,
So
you can just contact me and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. I would love to be able to help you with any issues that you might have.
awesome. So when you got enrolled in the program as a I guess as a client yourself, did
Mhm.
you get the opportunity to fix your own credit and do it yourself, or were you under someone else?
Well, I actually our organization works with amazing credit attorneys. So because they know the lingo, they know the steps that they need to take to help individuals fix their credit. So
Right.
actually, I don't do the actual fixing. We send that information to the credit attorneys and
So you're
they
like
take
a consultant.
exactly. But
Wow.
what I
Okay.
love about our organization is they send you that, they give you every step that they're taking. So you
That's
can
what I was going to
monitor.
ask next is what does that actually look like? What are, I mean, you can't tell us the steps, of course, but I mean, what does that look like through the journey of someone who's scared of, you know, making that initial step?
Well, what I love about it is I have my own website that shows you
Oh, okay.
the steps that the credit attorneys are taking on your behalf. So you can see all three of your credit reports through the three credit reporting agencies. You can see all of the derogatory items that you have on your credit report, and you can see step by step how the credit attorneys are taking care of those derogatory items.
So it's
So
completely seamless and completely
Mhm.
transparent, and you get your
Yes,
hand held the entire way.
exactly,
I love it.
exactly. Yep. And
Awesome,
then
Wendy.
we also have in our back office tons and tons of tools that help people, like I said, stay on that credit journey so you can make sure that you don't fall back into that category,
Right.
like uh budgeting
So
and
like a long-term plan.
yes, most definitely.
Yeah,
All
that's
of those
definitely
tools are
important.
right there in your back office so you can utilize them at your will.
Perfect. Well, thank you
Mhm.
so much. We're going to put all those links in the comments and in the heading of the video.
Okay.
Fantastic talking to you today and seeing your beautiful face. I've really just been looking forward to doing this interview with you. Hopefully we can do it again sometime soon.
All right. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I love your platform. You
Oh,
help so
thank
many
you.
small businesses and being able to help us get our information out there.
We
So,
got to get the information out there so people
yes,
can take advantage of these wonderful services.
yes. So, we
For
really
sure.
appreciate you. Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much, Wendy. Good to see you.